Welcome back to the Wise Minds Sakaya podcast, the place where we turn life's chaos into wisdom, growth, and occasionally awkward but meaningful life lessons. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're diving deep into personal transformation, Dante style, as in Dante Alighieri. The inspiration for this episode came from a powerful book I read called Dante's Inferno. So we're talking about going from Inferno to paradise, or in modern terms, from why is my life on fire to okay, maybe things are finally coming together. You know, Dante Alighieri once wrote, "In the middle of the journey of our life, I found myself within a dark woods where the straight way was lost." And honestly, that sounds exactly like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without instructions. We've all had moments where we feel lost. Maybe life punched us in the face unexpectedly. Maybe we made mistakes. Maybe we trusted someone who still uses reply all in company emails. Tragic stuff. And here's the thing, transformation usually begins in discomfort. Dante's Inferno wasn't just a spooky medieval horror tour. It was really about self discovery, growth, and confronting the darker parts of ourselves. Kind of like looking at old Facebook memories from like 2011. Dante had to travel through the darkness before reaching the stars. And honestly, so do we. There's a powerful quote from Dante that says, "The darkest places in hell are reserved for those who maintain their neutrality in times of moral crisis." That hits hard because growth requires action. We can't stay frozen in fear forever. At some point, we have to move forward, even if we're nervous, uncertain, or wearing emotional sweatpants. The truth is, most personal transformation starts when life gets uncomfortable. Think about it. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years imprisoned and emerged wiser and stronger. Steve Jobs got kicked out of his own company before making one of the greatest comebacks in business history. He also had problems being ill while making the iPhone. Even Dante himself was exiled from Florence, Italy, and that pain helped inspire the Divine Comedy. Sometimes the breakdown becomes the breakthrough. And I know nobody enjoys struggle. Nobody wakes up saying, "Wow, I hope today emotionally devastates me so I can grow as a person." That's not how humans work. We like comfort, snacks, streaming services, 8 hours of sleep that we never actually get. But struggle shapes us. There's another famous Dante quote I love. And yet, to say the truth, it goes like this. "And yet, to say the truth, what I saw there was so terrible that any memory is better than none." Translation, even painful experiences teach us something valuable. The key is not staying stuck in your personal inferno. Too many people build permanent homes in temporary pain. They decorate their suffering, they put throw pillows on it, but transformation happens when we keep moving. That's why finding your Virgil matters. Someone who guides you through the chaos. Maybe it's a mentor, a therapist, a friend, or even a podcast host with questionable jokes and too much coffee, like me. Nobody climbs out alone. And don't forget humor along the way. Seriously, laughter is survival fuel. Sometimes life is so absurd, you either laugh or dramatically stare out the window while cinematic music plays in your head. Probably both. The beautiful part of Dante's journey is that he eventually emerges from darkness and sees the stars again. That's the message for all of us. Your current struggle is not your final destination. You are not trapped. You are transforming. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So keep climbing, keep learning, keep growing. And remember, if Dante could journey through hell wearing a medieval robe and sandals, you can absolutely survive your Monday morning. Thanks for listening to the Wise Minds Again podcast. If today's episode inspired you, made you laugh, or helped you see your struggles differently, please subscribe and leave a review. It truly helps this podcast grow and reach more people looking for wisdom, encouragement, and maybe a little humor along the way. This episode was well inspired by the book. Well, it's I call it Dante's Inferno, but it's really more the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. So thanks, Dante, for inspiring me for this episode script. Thank you. Until next time, keep your mindset wise and keep moving toward your own paradise.